questions? Yes or no? No? Okay, so Mukta, can you summarize what we learned in the last class? Loudly.
So we studied about the population estimation and the logistic growth rate, which is the maximum number of organisms that can sustain in one geographical area. Then the carrying capacity and the relationship between the growth rate, maximum growth rate, and the number of organisms that are under that line. Then we studied about the factors that regulate the population size. These are Arctic categories, space, food and water, the territories, herbivores and predators. Then the logistic growth we discussed, and in that class we derive the relationship between K and M. That is K is equal to M.
So at the end of the class, we are discussing about maximum yield, right? So she was deriving and found out. So basically, what is maximum yield? So the maximum rate, we are removing the population from a population size, so that population should not be collapsed. Okay, so that we have to find out maximum yield. Did you do that? Yeah. Come and do it. So everybody has derived this? Yes or no? Huh? Ravaka, have you? Huh? So Nitya, you are saying that yes, yes. No? What you are doing? Huh? So there is a huge gap. If she is writing wrong, then you should identify. is correct. And then don't write the wrong one. Is it right? Okay, just tell the next one what you have done. So loudly so that everybody can listen to it.
So there was expression given dl by dt, and I integrated it with respect to t again.
The first equation is correct. Huh?
dx by dt is
The first equation, the top one. Yeah, this is it, correct.
This one given the
Because this and this are two different. Huh?
then understood.
Even if this is not correct.
Actually, CS before differentiating CS taken d square.
Yeah, so you have to take d by dt of this whole term, na?
Right side by d by dy.
No, no, that is correct. This is correct. Then okay, so then find out. Okay, so why this term is 0?
For the next
Derivative of a constant dn by dt is the yield, right? Slope. This is 0. Then out of this term, why you took k by k minus 2 is 0?
because we can be zero maximum so to find the variable.
But I think this is also wrong. Oh. Simpler way. This is the first. Don't erase the first sentence. This is the first one is the logistic growth equation, right? So this is the simply equation. Then we have to find out the yield or slope. Then we can take the derivative for the both sides. So derivative of a constant is 0. So left hand side would be 0. So have you done?
Yes, sir.
Also, have you derived this maximum yield? Have you derived this maximum yield? No? Okay, this is a single term you will find, right? Then, if we can remove n equal to half of k, right? So if we are, Deepika, did you get where you have done mistake? Huh? Okay, you did it, do it again. So, if we are removing the population from or less than the half of the carrying capacity, then definitely this population size will be collapsed. From there it can't be increased again. Okay? Always a population will grow or will be exist when the population is more than the half of the carrying capacity. Otherwise it will be collapsed. Okay? Then how can we find out R? Okay, suppose maximum yield you can say.
R is real number.
Hmm?
R is real number.
Yeah. Then what should be the maximum yield?
Putting R n is equals to k by 2.
So n equal to half of k
Yes sir. Times R.
into r.
1 minus
1 minus
half
n
of
is
K by 2.
then what is it?
k will be balanced 1 by 2. Rk by 4 will be 2.
If you can write it in terms of carrying capacity, mostly we should write it the carrying capacity. But if you want to write in terms of n, that is also okay. So if you will write it in terms of n, r,
Rk by 4 sir.
n, then 1 minus n star by k equal to 2n.
Yes sir.
Right. So why I am writing it star, n star? N star is the population, maximum population at the removing of the, whenever we are removing such population at that point. Okay? You can, basically you can take it, just keep in mind, n star is the population at the, whenever we are decreasing the population. Basically we are at that point only, or you can say at that time. Okay? Or simply you can put it in the n. Okay? So do you think now what will happen here? In this equation. Huh?
So denominator में n star
Because 2k.
What is k? K equal to 2n na?
Yes sir.
Huh? So in this way you can find out, or simply you can write it in terms of R only. This is in terms of R. So what is the, just to recall, what is the R? Earlier we have derived it.
R naught upon 1 minus n naught upon k.
R naught
Upon 1 minus n naught upon k.
n naught.
Upon k.
Okay. This is the increasing growth rate. Okay. So if you want to keep it in terms of R naught, this is 5. If you put it in terms of R naught, this is also 5. Instead of only small r is 5, if you put it R naught, this is also 5. Okay?
There will be no extra two. Only one.
R,
There sir. There that 1 by 4 that you have done.
R into n, 1 minus n divided by
2 only.
Oh, yeah.
Only k was there.
yeah. So there is no. Okay, this is the equation.
1 minus n by
In
k.
place of only k, we are putting
2n.
2n. Okay. Okay. So this is, in this way we can write out the maximum yield. So keep in mind. So if we are removing, if the, you can say the reducing rate, okay, it should not in such way that it should not be less than the half of the carrying capacity. If it is less than the half of the carrying capacity, obviously this population size will be decreased. Okay? Everybody understood? So this is the simple graph. Then the exponential growth. So everybody has a quiz, or I think you have a bank account, right? Yes or no? Bank account. So if you have excess money, what you are doing? Huh? What you are doing? Fixed deposit? Huh? Yeah, something else you are doing.
We don't have excess money, so
Huh? Someone is doing fixed deposit, someone is doing investing in the stock market, whatever. Suppose in bank only, if you have excess money that is in your hand, you can withdraw or deposit anytime, right? So what is the interest rate at present?
6.7.
6 to? Okay, so taking average 7%. How they are calculating your interest? Compounding, continuous compounding, or discrete? So that means you have not checked.
Saving discrete.
Huh?
Saving discrete. It will be normal. But in case of loan, it will be compound.
So I am talking for the savings only. Because you have done a fixed deposit, na? So this is
simple interest.
discrete manner. Right? So if they will give a continuous company, what they will get profit? Nothing. Right? So how this growth, so basically population growth happens. So one is discrete manner, another is continuous compounding. Right? If it is happening in the discrete manner, so this is the formula. Can someone derive this formula? So just I will give you t equal to 1 to 10 years. Who? How we arrived at this formula? Yes, obviously R is the growth rate or increasing rate, or you can say simply interest rate. That's why I told for a bank for the simplification. And 0 is the initial amount. Suppose you have kept 1000 rupees, then what should be the after 10 years? T is the 10 years. Who will do? Yes.
So we have just simply learned this formula in the economics. Financing it's a
Yeah, this is valid for all cases. This is valid for all cases. Now we are talking about population growth. Anushka. इसका कैप कहाँ गया?
निकालना चाहिए।
So mind it discrete. Okay. And always we are saying that environmental resistance is there, right? Yeah, everybody, you should also try. Yeah, everybody please try. Whether her approach is correct or not. Her approach is correct? Huh? Okay, then show me the final formula. You have to derive that final formula. How it arrived? This is not a this kind of. We are saying discrete. In this way, you can get out of continuous compound. Sir? Yeah? Yeah, that is the cluster you want to use. Who has done? Huh? So everybody was biased. That's why I asked whether our approach is correct or not. Huh? You are saying yes. Okay, then explain.
It is given that initial population is n and the annual growth rate is r%. So after first year, there will be population n naught plus n into r, n naught into 1. Then it will be n naught 1 plus r. Similarly, after second year, we can assume our population after first year is equal to n naught into 1 plus r. It is our primary population. Then the growth rate will be r. Then after second year it will be n naught 1 plus r square. Similarly, we can find for n year n naught 1 plus r to the power n.
This is the simple district manner, na?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Anushka, got it? Any doubt? You please ask it. Somebody is asking.
Yes, yes. There is the initial population n naught and the annual growth rate is r%. So simply after first year the population will be n naught plus n naught into r.
And n naught times r is the growth, the increase.
After first year.
Yes, increase.
We can take n naught common.
Because interest rate, na, suppose it's 7%, then after 1 year, how much it you have kept? At 1%. 70. Right?
Understand?
So, after second year, so this will be your the capital value. Right? Again, with that growth value, you have to do it. So, similarly, at how many years, or this may be N or this may be T. Basically, this is the time. Right? How it will increase with this value? What should be the x-axis? Time, then n. Right? How it will increase with this formula? हैं? आ जाओ करो। What is the shape of this? Parabolic. Why you are saying it's parabolic?
Exponential.
Exponential. Huh? That's it. Exponential. Yeah, it's exponential. Okay, do it for the continuous compounding. First derive it. So for the discrete manner, everybody understood. So n is the final population after some time t, and this should be n naught initial population, then 1 plus r is the increasing growth rate to the power t is the n time. So this is the discrete manner, right? So now what would be the formula for the continuous compounding?
It means default 1 to 3.
Yeah, this is 1 to 3 1. I am saying about, because this is not correct for the continuous compounding method, no? Yes, please derive for the continuous compounding method. What should be the final population? Again? Get my point? Got my point? No? So this is the, suppose that t equal to 10 years. We know that interest rate R, right? Okay, so just 1 second, huh? First of all, just sit here. Suppose your initial amount is, I am talking about in terms of bank account, right? 1000 rupees. So what is the growth rate, interest rate? 7% suppose. Okay, or you can say 0.07. 07. Right? Now you have done a fixed deposit for 10 years or 5 years, whatever. Suppose 5 years. T equal to 5 years. Right? Then after 5 years, how much you will get? Because I am saying these banks are calculating in discrete manner, right? So n should be
1000.
okay. After first year, what should be your money?
1000 and 1000 to 1.07.
So obviously your capital is there. 1000 plus interest rate 7 के हिसाब से how much it will grow?
70.
So 1000 into 0.07. How much it is?
1070.
1070.
70.
So after second year,
1070.
so what is your capital?
1070.
1070. Then growth
1070 into 0.07.
1070 into 0.07. Like this you have to calculate after how many. Right? So this is the final formula. You will just take it, comma, then you will get this one. This is the discrete method. So now I am saying, suppose you are taking loan, and obviously bank will calculate the continuous compounding method. So you took loan 1000 rupees, after 10 years you repaid it, how much you have to pay? How much? What should be that formula? That's why I told you calculate. What should be the final formula? Yes, do it. Yeah, please come. क्या नाम आपका? विशाल.
Sir, rate of interest 10%. Rate of interest 8%.
What? whatever you just put it up as a final formula. I want a final formula. Whenever you are calculating the continuous compound. And don't erase it. You have to compare it. But what should be the final formula first? Okay. Let's see. So dn by dt according to the logistic growth equation it is Rn 1 minus n by k. So what is this term? It is the environmental resistance. But back will load resistance.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So they have to take as much as possible. Right? So if there are no resistance, then definitely we have to
Remove this term.
remove this term. Right? Then what should be n? N obviously n0 is the initial amount. N equal to this is simple integration, na? Simple integration n equal to n0 e to the power r2. Right?
Yes, sir.
Then this is also exponential. This is also exponential. What should be the curve for this continuous compounding? Do it yourself. In the next class, tomorrow I will see it.
e to the power r
Huh?
e to the power r by 2
R by 2. Do it again. Huh? That means you are not listening to me. Huh? So accordingly, how much basically I want to know how this continuous compounding slope it will change, right? So it should be below or it should be top. I want to check. Okay? So now, if there is the environmental resistance, then what should be this curve? So obviously it will be a saturation will be there. Right? Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
So basically, whenever population growth, huh? I did it just to your side or
Because of the calculation.
how?
Sir, for continuous one it is depending on the exponential, and value of exponential term, if I put the same value of r, is greater.
Okay, you should not put the same value, you should realize it. Always you should not put the value. Okay? Always you should realize it. Okay. So, population growth is one way, it is the discrete manner, another is continuous compounding manner. Any questions? Johar, understood? Okay. Suppose I am saying you have kept 1,000 rupees in your bank account, interest rate is 7%. After how much or how many years your money will be doubled? Yeah, do it. Huh? So you have some amount of money, okay? That is the N0 is the initial value. After some years, basically I am asking interest rate is 7%. After how many years your n will be double.
Discrete method. Select using discrete method.
That you have to decide now. I am saying doubling. So your initial value will be doubled. आप सही क्लास में है ना?
So इधर लेट हो गया
हैं? लेट मतलब बाहर से आ रहे हैं? बाहर से मतलब कहाँ से?
सर हाउस खा गया
तो मतलब तो
Sorry.
काम में गए थे ना? क्या नाम आपका?
अभी से सर सॉरी
क्लास करने के लिए हॉस्टल में रुक रहे हैं बच्चे during the class time you are running around.
I was going to some work.
ठीक है. Okay, please do it. After how many years your money will be doubled?
Discrete it will be tiny. Can take an eye.
Okay, what did you do?
The rate is
Okay, so which method you adopted? Huh? So this is discrete method or continuous compounding?
Sir, log to upon
Huh?
1 r.
Discrete. Okay, who has done from discrete method? How much you got?
8.2.
Okay, who has done from the continuous compounding method? Huh? Nobody? Yeah, if you will not do, then how can you realize? Same? Okay. How? Why? So we are saying in the discrete manner you are getting less money, right? And in the continuous compounding you are getting higher money. Growth rate is higher. But now you are calculating doubling time is same for both methods. Time is same. Time the ten, मतलब I am asking ना how much time? In continuous. Okay. Okay, so on average it is slightly better. But okay, I have given the value, but you have to take the log of value of the LN2, then it will be around 0.69. So that's why we will get a slightly better result in case of continuous. Also, after how much time your money will be half? Half. आप बोल रहे हैं कि मतलब your business is the negative after how many years your money will be after that period na are you understand or I have doubts Yeah, so after how many years? How? Not possible. Why? Growth rate means here it's decay rate, you can take it. Decay rate. R should be the decay rate. Because I am saying na when you will half matlab it will obviously it is decaying. So decay rate is 7%. 'Same thing as is the growth rate, doubling time. Same value.
10.27 years.
Yeah. So whatever the time you got for the doubling time, the same value you will get for the decay half life period also. Got na? Because everything will be cancelled, you will get the same value. So here if I am saying decay means negative, right? Then what should you do? You can take log. M naught plus minus
RT.
yes,
RT.
RT. Then ln of n minus divided by m naught equal to, then what should be t? Then what should be this value? So basically ln of n naught is the half of n would be the half of n naught, na? What would be?
9.9.
Whatever value you can take, right? And R we are saying the 7 plus. So here we are saying n equal to 2n naught, right? Or simply we can say n naught equal to half of s, because half. Then you can put always this will be constant value, that is the 0.693 whatever. Then this is same value. Okay? So doubling time and half time. Then what is the disaggregated growth rate? So one growth rate we knew, that is the discrete manner, another is the continuous compound. So another is the disaggregated growth rate. So when we are saying disaggregated growth means what? It will depend upon multiple factors. Okay? In earlier it was depend upon only which factor? Which factor? Growth rate. Right? But here, if we are saying disaggregated growth means it will depend upon multiple factors. Suppose you just take the carbon monoxide increment, okay, in the atmosphere. Then obviously it will be depend upon the number of population first. If population will be increased, obviously it will be increased. Then if population is increased, obviously energy consumption will be increased. If energy consumption is increased, then you have to increase the technology, right? In all cases, carbon dioxide will be increased. Okay? So in this case, only it will depend upon multiple factors. So except carbon monoxide, you can give some another one or two examples. Okay? In the homework session, you can write for the disaggregated growth rate. Then we can just define how the human population is growth rate happens. So when the crude birth rate, we can say number of births per 1,000 population in a year. Then crude death rate, number of deaths per 1,000 populations in a year. Then infant mortality rate, so infant means we are just defining less than 1 year, right? So that is the number of infant deaths per 1,000 births in a year. Then simply total, that is the population into crude death rate, then infant death if you will say, then population into crude birth rate and infant mortality rate also we have to consider. So there are several numericals or problems are given in the Gilbert Masters. So please solve these numericals what on this population ecosystem. Any questions? Yes. Per 1,000. we have defined it. So whenever we are calculating the death rate or birth rate, so per 1000 we are defining. Suppose per 1000 one child is born, right? So accordingly per 1000 how much we are calculating. So if you take as a whole, it will be very difficult to calculate. So if you define per 1000, so definitely it will be easy to calculate. So that's why I told you first solve some numerical from that Gilbert function. Sorry, Gilbert function. Yeah, any other questions? You understand or not this population dynamics? Abhirasi, Kirti, Varshi, Saloni, Nena, Bhakti, Vinayak, Vikas, Ritu, Sandaraman, Mohit, Mukta, Harshitra, Sasank, Abhavir, Ankit, Anushka, Ayush, Kanchan, Rijik, Aditya, Vishal, Divyanshu, Dharan, Puneet, Sarvesh, Rohit, Tushar, Samit, Raghunath, Ashwat, Saurabh, Varmanlal, Shivam, Harshit, Deepika, Khushbu, Aniket,
करें सर
Yashasvi, Dipankar, Anushka, Subhajit, Prabhakar, Rachit, Shivam, Shailesh, Naman, Mohit Mehta, Divan, Aryan,
प्रेजेंट
Jaya,
अरे सर क्या हाल है सारे मैं तो महीना के बाद करूँगा काम टीवी वाला क्या भाई उसमें टाइम दे रहा हूँ उससे मेरे को कैसे फायदा आपने दिखाया है वो हिस्ट्री में अभी
बाकी एक ही रखना
इंस्टाग्राम वाले रील का जो प्रोजेक्ट है उसमें डाल अरे आप अभी जो नया डिजाइन बना तो वो कहाँ से सीखा आपने? वो भगवान वाला लिखा और जो आप मतलब वो एनिमेशन पूरा आप बनाते हैं तो बेटा कहाँ सीखा मतलब वो वाला क्योंकि वो सही लग रहा था बहुत, मतलब अलग ही लेवल। अच्छा वो अलग लेवल की चीज़ है, मतलब ऐसे मैंने कहीं किसी और पेज में इतना वो ऐसे वाले नहीं देखे ये। हाँ वो बहुत ट्रेंडिंग चला गया, वो वैसा है ना कोई मतलब कुछ निकाली वल्गर भी नहीं है और भाई मैसेज भी पूरा बहुत। चलो आप जाओ नहीं मेरे को रिपोर्ट के लिए जाना चाहूँ। हाँ हाँ किसका
सारे रूल्स पता है, इस रूल से किसी भी कंपनी का बना लेते हैं। लोग को अभी पता नहीं है क्या डालना है क्या नहीं डालना है। अगर तुम्हें अच्छे से जानना ही है ना, हाँ पेपर वो जो तुम स्टार्टिंग में साइन करा था ना डॉक्यूमेंट,
हाँ हाँ वो पढ़ा होगा
वो दोबारा पढ़ा तो दोबारा
उसमें ये थोड़ी लिखा था, वो तो रैगिंग वाला था।
रैगिंग वाला ओपन गेट वाला भी था।
अच्छा
क्या क्या कैसे इसमें कुछ डीप मीनिंग है। जैसे मैंने डाला था रुचि का, उसमें फेस रिपीट नहीं हुआ था तो पीछे से इससे ठीक है, किसी ने कंप्लेंट करने भाई फेस रिपीट हो रहा था, हमारे कपड़े मैच हो रहे थे, फेस मैच नहीं हो रहा था, फेस हमारा था नहीं।
हाँ तो फिर कैसे
ऐसे केस में वो बच गया था। वो दिन याद है चलने के बदले में दूसरा टेंडिंग स्माइलर था। हाँ हाँ मुझे डाला चाहिए। अच्छा
हाँ हाँ याद है
तो मैंने उसको डिलीट कर दिया है। मुझे बैन लगा तो मैंने खुद उसको बाहर में रहता है, लेकिन तब तक रिलाइज पेज की हुई थी तो कंप्लेंट नहीं आ सकते। लाइब्रेरी ये दिखाते हैं कि भाई लाइब्रेरी में लड़की के साथ ऐसा हो रहा हूँ, ये तो सर मेरी कंप्लेंट हो रही थी। लाइब्रेरी वाले पहले यही सोचे थे ना तो मैंने शोक हुई थी इस पर की बात है। तो ऐसी बिजनेस सिचुएशन है जो हमने कराया।
अरे आपने सी शॉट का पेज देखा है कि नहीं ये बताइए। सी शॉट अरे नहीं पता क्या
इंस्टाग्राम
हाँ इंस्टाग्राम पे ही है
पता नहीं होगा
यार वो मतलब वो
बाद में ना भी
अच्छा
पता रहेगा।
मतलब आप कभी फ्री होगे तो देख लेना, मतलब वो एक वो मेरा अकेले का नहीं है, हम सबका ही है। हाँ थोड़ा अलग फुली है चलो मैं आपको रिटर्न दे दूँगा, आप कभी फ्री हो मतलब अलग बेसिकली जो कार्यक्रम की सी शॉट विंग है ना